How do I open a video like this? Um, I like booze. It's the subject of this video. That's the subject of a lot of videos. I have issues. Oh, I know. Hi there, I'm Karaway and I have issues. That works. Yeah. So, as many of you may or may not have noticed, I have a particularly interesting relationship with alcohol. One could almost call it an abusive relationship, because I abuse alcohol. One could also call it an abusive relationship because I crack its top open and then drink its innards. Although I'm sure some of you in the furry fandom think that's pretty damn hot. Question, is it still vor if you're drinking and not eating, or what? I don't know. I'm not sure I want to know. What the fuck ever. Point is, I like my booze just a little bit too much. And I wanted to talk about my first drink. Because as it said, start how you mean to go on. And I started early. As the story goes, and obviously I don't know for sure, but as I've been told, or as I remember I've been told, or I could have just gotten so drunk I just made this story up. Fuck it, let's pretend it's real and have a laugh together. So anyway, this drink happened when I was like 2? I'm not joking. Like 2 or 3, around that age, like super young, stupidly young. I don't know how I'm alive. Now basically what happened is when I was very young, I grabbed one of my dad's cans of beer. Now these were hidden away from me and my sister because obviously they didn't want us getting into them. I took one of these beers into the kitchen where my mum was cooking. She was doing something for dinner. She was just doing something on the stove, and I sat down next to her. Because I remember being told that I sat down and I had my back up against the washing machine, and somehow my tiny little baby fingers managed to open up this can, at which point I just kind of tipped my head back and poured as much as I could into myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of my younger self, but this also explains why I have such a shit memory these days. It must be the alcohol killing all the brain cells, which is why I have such a bad memory. I'm very proud of it, of drinking so young, but I think the killing of the brain cells is what has given me a bad memory from all the drinking when I was younger, which has wrecked my memory. And this wasn't any ordinary can of beer. This wasn't a can of Beck's or something. This was special brew. This was Carlsberg special brew. Do you know that golden can? That shit? That has a reputation these days. Back in the day, it was like about 5 or 8% stronger than it is today. It was syrup back in those days. It was thick and gloopy and just disgusting. The only reason I drank it is because I was stupid and didn't know better. So I'm sitting there chugging as much as a small little baby bunny could, and my mum, I love my mum so much, but she doesn't catch on to things too quickly. So apparently what happened was she was stirring away at a pot of something, and she turns around and she just looks at me for a second. Oh my god, no! And of course, what would any responsible parent do, panicking about their child, stealing a can of beer? They'd obviously run around headless, not knowing what to do, right? Definitely not take the can. So my mum runs, she goes and gets the phone and calls my dad while he's at work. So my dad picks up and says, "Hi there, what's happening, what's up?" "Oh my god, he's got it." Just hang on, what's the problem, what's happening?" "He's got one of your cans, your son has one of your cans, he's drinking it in the kitchen, oh my god, what do I do? "Well, maybe you should take the can off him." "That's a great idea!" So my mum finally took the can off me and said, you're bad, don't do that again. And I continued to do it for the rest of my life. Don't drink, kids, it's bad. Very bad for you. Hey guys, if you liked what you saw, please remember to give it a like, give it a subscribe, check out some of my other videos. Really, do it. You should. It's good stuff. I bet you would like it. That's the end of the sentence. What the fuck? Fuck it, I'm keeping that in.